Hi guys, welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create a very simple logo using Vector Ink. Now in Vector Ink you are going to find out that there are some tools by your left and there are some tools by your right. There are some tools at the bottom and at the top. These are going to be the tools that you are going to be using to design a very simple logo. Now Vector Ink is more of a vector based graphic tool, and sometimes it can be slow, sometimes it can be fast depending on the kind of phone you are using. So let's get straight to the video. Now by my left hand side you are going to find out that there is this shape icon. You're going to find out that there is another one called the pen tool. There is the shape builder tool, the draw tool, ribbon tool, distribute tool, and the corner tool. We also have the gradient tool and the text tool. So using our shape tool, you are going to be drawing a very simple shape. You can use it to draw any simple shape, but then I want to change the background color. Now look at your right hand side. You're going to find out that there is a transform tool, the object tool, the align tool, boolean tool. You have the stroke tool, the layers tool, grid, and document. If I'm going to change the background color for my document, I'm going to be using this documents tool here, and then I'm going to zoom in, select my shape tool using the rectangle tool, and then I'm going to draw a very simple shape here and then come back to my transform tool. Now to change the color of this tool, I'm going to come to fill color at the top right corner. So you can use this wheel to change the color, and then use this slide here to make it transparent, or to make it visible rather. Now you can adjust it by using this side here. So what I'm going to be designing is a pentagon, or what do you call it? Now I'm going to duplicate it at the bottom here. You can find out six rounded there are six rounded tools here. There are six rounded tools here. So these are what you're going to be using. Now I'm going to be turning this over. Now you can see it. So to design my shape, I'm going to be highlighting this and then using the shape builder tool to bring out, make sure you have the join mode selected, and then you can use this erase tool to erase it. So we have our join tool here. I'm going to be bringing out my shape. Okay, so we have it here. Now this is what I have in mind. Now I want to have another square here. Come back to your transform tool, and then let's change the color again. So this tool is going to be very simple if you give it more time and practice. So I have something like this here. To make sure that everything is aligned, I'm going to double tap on this to change it, and then select this line tool. When I draw it, come back to my transform, and then beside this fill color you are going to find a stroke color. This is what we'll be using here. So I'm going to increase it and then align it to this part. Make sure it's aligned to this particular place. Duplicate it again, zoom out. You're going to change it like this, bring it down here, make sure it's aligned with this particular edge here. So we now have everything. Now you can make this side join. So I'm going to be changing the stroke color to black so that I can see the inner shape here. Now I'm going to change it like this. So we have it. Now I'm just going to bring this to this part here. Please do not copy this logo. It's something I'm working on, so I just decided to use a real-time project to teach you how to use vector ink in a short while. And then you're going to highlight this using this part here again. Using this part here, you're going to be selecting this constraint tool here that looks like a link. So you duplicate it, and then coming here, you can flip it. Come to this object tool by your right here, this tool here. We're going to be making use of most of these tools, so I'm going to be flipping it like this, and then I'm going to be flipping it like this. So I just want to create something very meaningful. I'm going to highlight this and flip it to the side like this, so that it's going to give me two different faces. Now I'm going to highlight this, reduce the stroke, and then highlighting it again, come back to this tool here, come to this tool here, select this tool, and then unite. Now you will notice that those two black squares disappeared. What you're going to do at your top here, you're going to undo. Now I'm just going to be selecting this using this tool here. I'm going to select it multiple times, just the two of them here, so that I won't be tapping on these black spots. So I'm just going to be using the select multiple tool, and then using this unite. Then you can take this to the back using this object tool here, so that you can have something meaningful. Highlight it, and then come back to this boolean tool again, and then subtract. You will notice that it has subtracted the black squares, so we won't be needing that. Now for the text, I'm going to be using something I was working on, and it's Strider. It's a delivery brand actually. Now I'm going to be changing the font. I want something bold and clean, so I'll be going for this archival, and then I'm going to save. So if you want this app, you can send me a message to get the app. Now I'm going to reduce this. So design is all about focus and consistency. It leads to balance. So when this is done, I'm going to transform my text into a shape. So I'm going to be using this text option here, and then text to part. So I'm going to be now, it has turned to a part. So I'm going to be using this segment tool here at the top. I'm going to be using this to change, or I'm going to be separating everything. So I'm going to come back to this part tool here, and then tap on separate. Come to your color fill or fill color, change it like this, and then make it visible. Now we are going to come back to our transform tool in order to select this part of these letters here. So I'm going to select it, undo. We had a little shift there, undo again. Just zoom in so that it's going to save your time, and then come back to this color. Do the same thing for the E, and then there we have it. Undo this. Now you are going to be building the shape around this because we initially transformed it to a part, the text to a part. So you are going to be using the shape builder tool. Let's erase this. We don't want to be touching this. Erase this as well. We just need this part, and then you can now select this like this, and then come to your boolean tool and subtract. Do the same thing for the D. Just select, use this, make sure this join mode is used. Now erase this part, we won't be needing this. Then come to your transform tool again. Then you can highlight this, and then come back here and tap subtract. So you are going to be having a single letter. What we are going to be doing is to adjust the spacing. We don't want it looking too much, so we're just going to be adjusting the spacing. Make sure everything is aligned. There's something with circles and rectangles, is that they don't align. So you are going to find out that at the bottom of any circle shape is the circle is, or the bottom is always extending. So you are going to be keeping that, so that it's going to make it balanced. Now I want to highlight everything here, shift it to this side. Now if you don't want your shapes moving like this, what you need to do is tap on this constraint tool, highlight everything, and then drag it. It's going to maintain same position. Highlight this as well, bring it like this, and then do this for every single element here, so that you can get a very consistent and balanced shape. It's quite refreshing out here. I mean, I love doing things outside because it helps me focus. The only thing I like to avoid is the disturbance. That's the more reason I like doing my things inside. But if I can get a house that, can help me stay indoors, having this ambience of staying outside. Okay, make sure it's aligned. All right, so we have something like this, and then you can group them. Group it by coming to this object tool. Now there's this part here. In this area you're going to find the group, which is this. Now select it, and then your object is grouped. So you can also adjust this like this, bring this down, so that we can have a very clean logo. So it's all about balance, positioning, and yeah, we have it. So you have your clean logo here. Make sure you stay tuned for another tutorial like this. Peace.